Hello everyone, welcome to Paranormal and Spiritual World. Today we'll talk about the people who do not take care of their image into the society, who do not worry about the image they are constructing about themselves in the society. Today a lot of people are on the verge of declaring themselves as some kind of goon or some kind of a very bad guy. They do not care about their image in the society. They only, live their life for themselves. Their selfish interest is one of the most primary, you can say the most priority based task for them, and for that they can do anything. They do bad karma every day, they do bad deeds every day, they talk to people abusively, they harass people, they cheat people, they shout at them, they even do manhandling. They do everything which is against law, against morals, and everything which they are doing, they do not consider it bad in any sense. For them, it's like their own lifestyle, it's like the way they are, and they try to create a negative image of themselves in the society in order to scare people, in order to create the sense of fear in the mind of people that we are something. And this kind of person can be seen anywhere. It can be in your society, it can be in your neighborhood, it can be in your relatives, it can be even in your own family. But the impact of that negative image which they construct day by day by doing the bad karma, the impact is not just on the society but on the family members as well of that person who is on, you can say, who is running so fast without even considering his acts every day, is not realizing the fact that your karma, your acts are also putting a negative impact on your own family members. Each and every family member of that person will be represented with that negative image which the main villain has constructed for himself. Whenever anybody will see the wife or the children of that person, they will represent the person with the same image which the main one has created for himself. They will say, look at that woman, she is the wife of that man who fights every day on the neighborhood. Look at the son, he must be the same. And you must have seen this thing. The children grasp such kind of knowledge, such kind of attitude and behavior from the family members itself from the start, because they are witnessing this kind of behavior every day and they are considering it as right, because this has been daily practiced in their house. And the way their parents are behaving with the outsiders, it's like a learning school for those children. And each and every time those children are learning those negative habits of yelling and fighting or manhandling or harassing or cheating or shouting at people or creating facade for others, being abusive to others, initiating fights and quarrels with others. It can be relatives, it can be neighbors, it can be friends, it can be acquaintances. So they are learning this every day, and a new negative person is born by that teaching of the parents. It's like an implied teaching which is not granted directly but is learnt by seeing the behavior of the parents. So generally society is smart enough to understand the fact that when the one head of the family is so negative that he is ready to fight with every neighbor, he is ready to yell at everyone, he is ready to be abusive to everyone, then the rest of the family would have been the same, because he is living in that family and each and every member is putting an impact on each other. And when the family members are not stopping them, it can be they are also scared of him, or they are supporting him, or they are ready for that kind of behavior, or they are you can say in a compromising situation. Can be any reason for them to support that main head of the family, or any child who is in such abusive nature. But there's an implied consent towards all the family member, which is generally assumed by the society. Everybody will think that the other family members must have been the same, or they are the same, they have that same negative temperament. Sooner or later that family will be boycotted from the society, firstly from the neighborhood, secondly from the relatives, thirdly from the friends, acquaintances. So they may be happy enough to show the world that we do not scare about anyone, and we are very powerful, that we fight with everyone, we quarrel with everyone. But nobody will be ready to be the part of them. Nobody will be ready to invite them in their personal functions or weddings or anywhere. It's like a social boycott. So there are a lot of people, it can be in your neighborhood, who are into this kind of behavior, that they are very very abusive. They do not take care of their tongue, that what kind of words they are using to represent someone else. They do not fear about the consequences of their acts. So these people, when are socially boycotted, sooner or later they realize that this negative image they have constructed since many years, they cannot vanish it. Even if they try to be good to others, after years, or you can say in any requirement or any need, people know that this person is not trustworthy, because they remember all those acts which they have been doing in the past. So that negative image, once you will construct for yourself, or your family member has constructed, it will not go in a very short period of time. You can say generations will go on, but still that negative image, like a stamp, will be on your forehead. Your family, your other family members will be represented by that negative image, and that negative acts being done by your any family member in the past. So this is really really important to consider the fact that when you are living in a society, you need to be stable, you need to remain calm, you need to behave with others in a polite manner, in a which is morally right, in order to fight with others. No matter, I don't know how you behave with your own family, how you talk to them, but for outsiders, talking to your neighbors, talking to your friends, relatives, or anyone on the road, you really need to behave like a human being, behave with humanity. You cannot consider each and every person for granted, that you will do anything, you will say anything, you will be abusive at any extent, or you will be fighting or doing physical attacks or verbal attacks on another, and everyone will be quiet. There can be people who ignore such kind of people because they realize the fact that this person is worse than a shit, and they, it's really stupid to engage ourselves with such kind of people, because these people cannot understand anything, they cannot understand the meaning of right and wrong. So people may ignore you, people may treat you as an invisible and move on after having your verbal attacks or physical attacks, but they can also be people who will repel your activities, who will repel your acts, who will give you a great answer, who will teach you a lesson for the same. So it is really important to behave in the society, to act like a gentleman in the society. And the most important thing is to consider this fact that the kind of image once you will build in the society will remain forever with your family. So don't make it as a black spot on your family, that even when you are deceased, that spot will remain with each and every family member. So there are many families where the fathers are like that, very abusive, or the mothers are like that, or any young male adult son is like that, or any daughter is like that. So there are many families, and in some families the whole family is like that. So these kind of people are not respected in the society. Nobody is ready to do any kind of do not want to engage themselves, do not want to create any relationship with such people. They may get invite from the people who are like them only, but again, when a family of a demon is engaging in with another family of demon, you will see what you will see. You will notice quarrels only, you will notice fights only. So it is really important for any normal person, any innocent person, any gentleman person to stay away from such people. And if you have any person in the family who is behaving so abusively, or you are the one who is fighting with each other, try to calm yourself, try to change your attitude, try to change your behavior, because the kind of image you are constructing and not caring about it, it is the biggest loss you will be creating for you and your future generations. So it is really important to rectify your temperament. Always be humble, always be calm. Everybody is a human being, and anybody can do mistake. When you do mistake, you forgive yourself immediately. So try to be forgiving for others as well, and always take care of your image, what kind of image you are providing in the society about you, because you are not just one person, you are connected with your family members, you represent your family, your children, your parents, your siblings, your partner. So each and every one will have the same negative image which you are constructing for yourself, and because you're not constructing for yourself alone, it's for the whole family. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I've already uploaded this video in Hindi language, so link will be there below, so you can browse from there. And for any consultancy regarding paranormal issue, you can contact on my website. Thank you so much.